and welcome to the Maddie to the Max Vlog Talks. I am joined once again by Miss Lee. If you don't know her from our Veronica Mars vlog, you can watch it right here.
That was a good one.
You can, yeah, it's a very good one, and you can click right here. See this thing right here, and you can go see that. We have a marshmallow fight. It's a lot of fun.
It's so fun.
But today we are going to be discussing something that has plagued the internet for years.
What?
It should have been, but it isn't, so we are going to discuss this point, which needs to be made.
It's very important.
It is extremely important. This is going to be Tangled versus
Frozen!
Okay, so we're going to be doing this in 5 stages. We are going to be judging all 5 stages of sidekicks, love interests, villains, main characters, and songs. So let's start with number 1, the sidekicks. So we have Pascal and Max, and we have Cat.
Should totally bring a
Look at
cat.
the cat!
Look at the
Yeah,
cat.
look at the cat!
Come here.
This is gonna be fun. You're gonna be in my video.
Sidekicks.
Sidekicks.
Olaf the snowman.
Olaf the snowman, and we have.
What's his name?
Did they name him Max again? No, Sven.
Sven!
Sven.
Yes!
So let's compare the non-horse-like creatures. So there's Pascal versus Olaf. Olaf kind of wins.
Number 1. No, but he can melt.
Yeah, but as a character, he's much more fun.
Well, I don't know. I kind of like Pascal better.
Really? Why?
I don't know. He has like a snarky attitude and he's like fun and he keeps her in line.
Yeah, but Olaf has a hilarious song.
Yeah, but it's just one song.
Yeah, but he's
That
hilarious!
entire movie is just sung.
Yes! So I found myself laughing a lot more at Olaf.
That's true.
Than I
He
did.
is a lot more. He's a lot more funny.
Yeah.
But I feel like Pascal is a better sidekick because he actually keeps her out of trouble, and that's kind of what a sidekick's supposed to do.
Yeah, that's true. You know, Pascal stood up against Mother Gothel in that one scene, tried to fight her even though he just got kicked aside, but he still fought her!
Yeah, and he can change colors and like,
Yeah.
you know, like spy chameleon thing.
But I have to place my vote with Olaf.
I'm gonna place mine with...
We have a tie!
Now the horse-like character.
Now the horse-like characters. So now we have Max and we have Sven. Sven
I
is
still have
just...
to go for Max.
Yeah, I have to go for Max too because Sven is just a rip-off.
Yeah,
Max.
and it's like you have Max on one side who's this smart, brave horse who's gonna try to get the bad guy
Right.
every time, even though he's not really the bad guy.
Right. Because Disney ripped itself off by making these characters exactly the same.
Calm down. Breathe in. Breathe out.
No, these are my rant videos. So
Max wins.
Max wins.
No doubt.
No doubt. Okay, round 2.
What was the next one?
Love interests.
Yes.
Hans/Kristoff versus Flynn Rider.
Flynn Rider.
Which brings us on to round number 3. The villains. We have Mother Gothel versus Hans, Shopkeeper, Elsa, and a snowman. Elsa was originally meant to be the villain, but as soon as they wrote Let It Go, they decided to change her character and make her the good guy. I think I kind of would have liked it a little bit more if they had kept her the villain, because they changed her from being the villain to being the hero, they had to then throw in all these other villains to have the main character fight against.
To like kind of balance it out a little bit. Yeah, it was kind of like there was no clear cut like, this is the hero and this is the villain and they have to duke it out so that someone can win.
I think not having a clear-cut villain could be a very interesting story. It could be if it's like, there is no good, there is no evil, but when they're obviously making characters that are like, and no, I'm the bad guy, it's just all over the place.
And then all of a sudden he turns into the villain and you're just like, but why?
Yeah. And then we have Mother Gothel, who is a very interesting character.
Oh, yeah.
She is clearly cut as the villain, but at the same time she has raised this child since pretty much her birth. And so there would be that kind of fondness or love between a mother and a child, but still it's like, I only want you for your hair.
Real life, think about it.
I only want this child for her hair.
It's a very clear cut and you can understand her motivation.
Yeah.
There's this moment with Mother Gothel when in the movie after they get back to the tower and she's taking the flowers out of her hair and she's like, you know, I did try to warn you, Rapunzel. The world is dark and cruel, and as soon as it finds any sort of light, it destroys it. And there's a moment when she's saying that, and it just, the look in her eyes is like, she went through something.
Oh, yeah.
She lived it, and something twisted her inside.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like, I want to know more about that. And that makes an interesting character. Mother Gothel wins. Ding! On to round number 4. Rapunzel and
Elsa Rush.
Anna.
I'm bad with names.
Those two. I mean, it's so hard because with two princesses.
Anna.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I hate her.
Really?
Because I love Christian Bale. She's so great. But I felt that Anna was such a flat character. She was the exact same person she was when she was 6 years old at the beginning of the movie that she was at the end.
But she's definitely one of those characters that are always happy, and I can see how that can annoy someone.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of always like that, so I think that's why
I know,
I
am too, but it was just, there's something about her that just bugged me, and
Disney was like, okay, good, now we're modern.
Now we're modern. We're gonna give you an actual queen, not a princess. Rapunzel, again, goes through this amazing character arc of, I am shut in, and I want to get out there. And she still has that very bubbly personality, which I love.
Yeah.
But again, she goes through a character arc of getting out there, learning things, figuring out for herself. What I love about Tangled is that nobody tells Rapunzel that she is the lost princess. She figures it out all by herself with her own memories. And that I love. The very big difference between the parents in Tangled and the parents in Frozen is that the parents in Tangled are the motivation for her to get back to something, to achieve, to get to. And the ones in Frozen are
they're the reason why Elsa becomes what she becomes.
Right. They are the ones that she's trying to get past.
Right.
Now that we discussed it, who wins?
Rapunzel. She is so much more of a real character.
She is. Rapunzel wins!
Yeah!
I don't know why I keep doing that. She's not evil.
Yay! Yay! Category number 5 is the songs. The big money makers for this is Let It Go and At Last I See the Lights.
I love that song.
I do too. I love that song because it's so uplifting and beautiful and such a wonderful...
Oh yeah.
It's an all-around glowy kind of song. But then we have Let It Go, which is sung by the amazing Idina Menzel.
Woo!
But it kind of got overdid a lot by the internet.
I know. And the radio.
Everybody!
And Demi Lovato.
Everybody did covers of this song.
I know.
Oh my
God. We're not gonna do one.
Right? Let it go! But my real problem with the songs is that they had to do a song kind of every 10 minutes.
Less than that. And the songs were random. Like, they were about everything that was going on. Like, ice.
The troll songs. Oh my god.
And the trolls.
I hated the troll song. But with Tangled, it was like they had to sing about something because it was a natural progression that they would sing about it.
Yeah, exactly. I think one of my favorite songs from that entire movie is the one when they go into the bar and all the evil guys.
I Have a Dream. I love that song.
That song is, to me, it's like everybody has a good side.
Yes, it felt very natural for them to be singing about it. But with Frozen, it was like, we have to have a musical number here.
Because this is a Disney movie.
Disney movie.
Now, one thing I did really like about Let It Go, though, I have to put this in.
Yes.
Is that this is Elsa breaking free of her parents.
Yes.
Which is very important.
It is. Okay, let's decide who wins.
So
Let It Go. I'm gonna have to say Let It Go.
I think I am too.
But that brings us to an interesting point. Even though it only had 1 point that was actually better than Tangled, Frozen has won Oscars. It's like been a year since Frozen came out, and it's still everywhere. Because even though Tangled is a far better movie story-wise, we're not their target audience. Their target audience is little girls. And I've talked to them and I've asked them why they love Frozen so much, and they have said, because Elsa has powers. And even though Rapunzel had powers too, it wasn't this, I can build castles, and I can make dresses, and it's so pretty.
And I can make it snow. And I can make snowman.
Very unspecific powers that look pretty, and little girls just want to be like, let it go, let it go. In our opinion, Tangled is still a better movie.
Yeah, it's
better story, better characters. It's better.
Yeah.
But Frozen won the Oscar. So, there you have it. That is Tangled versus Frozen. Who won in your opinion? Which one is a better movie? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, then please like, share, favorite, subscribe. And from now until next week, don't you forget to keep smiling. Bye! I shouldn't have done that. If you haven't noticed, because, you know, I don't know why you would notice, but I am not in front of my usual background for these because we are at Lee's house because we are filming something that we can't tell you about yet because it's a secret.
It's a surprise.
But you're gonna like it when it's done. You're really gonna like it.